Well, the morning of the Sandy, obviously everything was, I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning. From here, I would look down the beach. I could see the waves already breaking. Came home. My wife said they just declared it a Category 2. So I said, all right, pack up my 3 girls, which one is Carrie Ann, my other daughter, Courtney, and my other oldest daughter, Erin. And they went up to my sister-in-law, Mary Beth Macary's, up in Yonkers. So I knew they were safe. Stayed here for the storm, helped some neighbors button up their houses. I'm the first house right here on the water, on the bay side. And as the day gradually I had my bags packed to go up to Yonkers, but I wound up helping more people, neighbors, button up their houses. And all of a sudden, it just got worse and worse, and then you couldn't get off the peninsula. So I wound up riding it out. Again, I'm the first house on the water. Water was coming in my house so bad. My basement got flooded within half an hour. Probably got 12 inches up onto the first floor, so we had to rip everything out, walls, ceilings, furniture, appliances, after the storm. The night of the storm, I wound up staying in Sean and Lynn Heron, excuse me, who owned a restaurant on 130th that burnt down. I stayed with them because they had 4 infants in the house. Sean's brother Billy is at FDNY, and his 2 children and wife stayed there. So I rode out the storm with them, made sure we were all right. And the next morning, just went around the neighborhood, check on everybody, family, friends who needed what. And then we just started helping whatever we had to do.
Since then, where did you stay? I mean, your house is still being under repair.
House is still under repair, correct.
Where did you stay all this time?
Right after the storm, I stayed home with no heat, nothing. I stayed because just wanted to make sure the house was secured. We were fortunate enough to have a cousin who had an empty apartment on 62nd Street in Manhattan. So my wife would drive with my 3 daughters in and out of Manhattan from work.
You did not get any help, I mean, in hoteling or anything from FEMA?
No, we lucked out. We didn't really look for help through the government. We did it on our own because we had the unique situation of having a great family and friends. So, but as financially, you know, we had our own flood insurance, so we had our own homeowners insurance. So insurance-wise,
did they pay quickly for you?
I have to say Liberty Mutual was very good to us. You know, I still have to do a supplement, but as of right now, I have no complaints with my insurance companies.
Do you believe that some people were more privileged than others in the kind of help they got?
I don't want to say more privileged, but the whole system is backwards. There were people who got flood insurance that had no flood insurance, but they got flood insurance money from FEMA before I received it. So it was almost like they took care of the irresponsible people ahead of the responsible people. But we eventually got it anyway, so I was glad to see the government helped out people that needed it and still took care of us responsible people.
Why it took you so long, I mean, to repair the house?
Just so much damage. So much damage, and you have to do everything. You have to get a list of what's wrong, file it through the banks and everything.
So the system was slow, you reckon?
Again, I don't want to say, you know, it took us a while because we ripped our own house apart. Mm-hmm. Then the contractors came in. Contractor did a great job. Our cabinets, which would just say was supposed to be here in March, April, May, just say, I guess they got so backlogged with everybody that they then didn't have our cabinets, so we had to wait another 2-3 weeks. So things just took a little longer than usual, but we have no complaints. We're a lot better off than a lot of people.
Good luck. Your name, sir?
My name is John Blum and Carrie Ann Blum.
And Carrie Ann Blum. Coming back home to see your house being repaired, looking forward to your room?
I am, yes. Did you tell him about the room?
What
After...
did you lose during all this time?
We lost a lot of stuff. What did we lose? A lot of stuff.
Well, your whole first floor, the kitchen.
Our whole first floor, like some of our memories about like old houses and stuff like that. We lost a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. Furniture. Cars.
Lost all the cars.
Aaron's car. Just saying.
Did you lose any of your friends?
I didn't lose anything personally, I think. Mm-hmm. But, you know, just family stuff that I kind of lost was...
Well, if there's another storm coming, would you be afraid?
Yes.
Now you take it more seriously.
Yes, I do. Like with Irene, I didn't really think anything would happen, and then Sandy came and everything changed for everyone. And
were you excited before Sandy?
I wouldn't say excited. I would say kind of just like okay, but
Nervous.
a little nervous.
Okay, was good.
One of the reasons it's taken so long to have my roof repaired is because I want to say 2 days, 3 days, 4 days after the storm, I happened to bump into, they drove down the block, New Haven, Connecticut firemen who were just down volunteering to cook, feed, give food, beer, water, soda to all the neighbors. They bought thousands of dollars worth of food and beverage to take care of the community that they know nothing about. I stayed very, very friendly with them. They probably called me in January to check on me to see how we were doing. I said, we're doing good. Just found out I need to put a whole new roof on. One of the firemen does the roofing. He says, don't do anything. We're going to come down. We're going to rip your roof apart, and we're going to take care of it for you. They probably started back in 6 weeks ago, and the job might have been a little bigger than they entailed. But Greg McGovern, John King, Dennis Campbell, John Hines, John's brother, son, Sean, I believe his name was, have been down constantly ripping the roof. Greg McGovern, who started this for me, friend Vladimir, who owns Extreme Roofing, has now come down to finish it off for us. But it was all volunteer, and my family, Joanne, Erin, Courtney, Kerry, and myself, can never thank these gentlemen from the and women from the New Haven Fire Department for volunteering their time.
So it has positive aspects. I mean, hurricanes brings communities together more.
If you could, you go around this community and you ask them, the Mormons were unbelievable. Other organizations that we hear constantly, walking around, whatever you needed. They came around. Again, the firemen from New Haven went to my mother's house, gutted that house. They went to my friend Buddy Woods' house, gutted that house. Ray Martin's house that burnt down on 130th, one of the houses, went over there and ripped the whole foundation for them. Ray Martin says he can never thank them enough either of all the work that they did. And look, nothing for it. Wouldn't even take money for gas to get them back home to New Haven. It's probably about 2.5 hour trip from here. Wouldn't let us pay for tolls, gas, nothing.
Do you know of someone who could not really find help and who probably did not have the right insurance for his property and he's now suffering?
I know people that are having problems with their insurance companies.
Yeah.
As far as getting help, I can't say that because there were so many organizations that were outstanding. The Graybeards is an organization down here that's willing to help anybody do anything, or if they can't, lead them in the right direction. But again, the Mormons were around here, the New Haven Fire, Connecticut, they were here. A lot of other organizations that I can't think off the top of my head, so there was plenty of help down here.
Great.
And as you said, you met a lot of great people out of a tragedy.